right, guys, figured we'd get to the orders that we had over the weekend. Looks like 16 orders to pull, or that need to be shipped, I should say, rather than pull, because I've already pulled them. Well, I take that back. My wonderful girlfriend Angie has pulled them. 16 orders for $882.21. So that's what, just shy of $50 per sale. Not too bad. This does go all the way back to December 30th at 4:59 p.m. So that's last Friday. This is our weekend. 16 orders has slowed down in volume a little. In volume, but not necessarily in dollar sales. We're okay with doing $882 over the weekend. We're just a part-time reseller, and we have other avenues. So that for us is pretty solid, I feel like. $882 and 16 orders. Give you an idea of what that looks like. It's just the stuff through here. Just this stuff through here. And the guitar that we already pre-boxed, so we had an idea of what it is somewhere there. Oh yes, this big box here. That is an Xbox that's already packaged and ready to go. I'll go through with each individual item, give you an idea of what we paid, what they sold for, and what you can expect. These guys in the bubble wrap over here are also sold, and give you an idea of what all that we paid and what you can expect out of those. But to look at what we have going on here, because this is a big part of what we are trying to get people to understand with getting into reselling heavily, because we do plan on this year going into this full-time, at least Angie going into this full-time. I'll probably spend more of a part-time role. I'll definitely spend more of a part-time role, since I do teach part-time at the college, and I take care of my elderly aunt full-time. So I'll do a part-time role, and she will do go into full-time doing this. So this will be our full source of income this year. And as you can see in this space, that's approximately, I'd say we're 24 by 24 in here, plus the other two rooms that we're not fully utilizing. You can see that it's just not big enough to do the scale of what we are trying to do. We are probably full-time in volume, I would say. We have enough volume coming in that we could go full-time right now. At least Angie, I should say. But we don't have enough space to be able to list and store and ship. And this just is not, this space here is not conducive. We're eagerly anticipating the arrival of our shed at the end of this month. Well, middle of this month. As you can see back there, we've got water coming in and it's leaking around. And that's my main reason for wanting to get out of this. This spot here is actually a high spot because the floor has heaved underneath me. So we're trying to do our best to work around, and once we get the shed and I'm able to finish the shed on the inside and then start moving this, we will be able to organize. It's just proven to be too large of a daunting task to be able to work over ourselves, because we have no place to put this stuff as we organize. And it's become a headache. So with that, we look forward to getting that shed, to being able to move all this stuff around, and to be able to get a more streamlined system of being able to sell, being able to source. This will turn into our holding area for our quote-unquote death pile, money pile, whatever you want to call it. This will be where stuff comes to get sorted, to get cleaned a little bit, and then to get put into the actual shed once we list it. In the shed, we plan on having a workspace for shipping, a workspace for cleaning, a workspace for testing, all in one, and a photography area, and then the rest will be for storage of merchandise and inventory that we have. And there really won't be a ton of death pile that's stored in there. We have to find a solution for our boxes for the shed. We are going to shift away from peanuts, as much as I hate to do it, but the roof just isn't going to be tall enough in there to have a peanut hopper. So we're going to shift away from peanuts and go to packing paper and bubble wrap. While I'm on the topic, bubble wrap. This is quality bubble wrap that I get from a local supplier. It is slightly more expensive than American Bubble Boy. And I know the local supplier very well. He's been a friend of me and my business for about 12 years now. And we had a conversation about this because he had never heard of American Bubble Boy. So I showed him American Bubble Boy's pricing. And he, you know, since he doesn't know them, he had some questions and he did some research. And the next time I saw him, we were able to talk about it. And what he came up with was that the weight of the material that the bubble is made from, when it comes to American Bubble Boy, you're getting what you pay for. This is a higher quality material. The bubble is more filled. And overall, yes, you're getting the same length. But when I wrap an item 2 times, with the American Bubble Boy product, I might have to wrap that item 3, 4, or 5 times to get the same amount of confidence and padding that I have out of this product. The price is slightly higher, but in the end, I use less product. So I have the benefit of this guy is 25 to 30 minutes away. He does offer me free shipping here in Cincinnati if I order more than $75. And he ships all my boxes. All these boxes come to me through him. So my 444, my 555, 666, 888, all these boxes that are up here are in line with the pricing of Uline or Amazon or eBay or wherever you're getting all your shipping supplies from. All of these boxes are in line with that. And they're readily available. It takes me a couple days to get them, for him to ship them to me for free. I can get bubble mailers. I get these for free from the post office and I love them. I can get poly mailers. I can get any of this stuff shipped to my door for free as long as I order $75 worth or more. Wonderful, wonderful service. Most large metropolitan areas are going to have a warehouse that does shipping supplies like this. So I suggest that you find those suppliers in your area. But for now, we're going to jump back to the products that have sold. I'll go through and sit down and go one by one with them, give you a line item description of what has sold over the weekend. Another 16 items for $882.21. Hey guys, Max, the fast talking flipper here. Angie's in the other room. We have moved some stuff around and we have set up a little photography area and a processing area here in the house because it's just getting too darn cold, too darn often to work out of what we call the music barn. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start doing stuff out of here for the time being until the shed comes. Forgive me if there's noise in the background. I've got some remodeling going on in the bathroom in there. But this is our shape of stuff that's here in a spare bedroom in the house. So today, what I wanted to talk to you about, we're going to do 2 different parts of the video. I'm going to have one where we go through what has sold in the last day or 2. Pretty good sales that we had, pretty solid, way to end the year and continue on into the new year. And then we had a find today. I bought some video games, and this is kind of our bread and butter. So for those of you who are just getting into this, and this is your first time dealing with stuff, learning about video games can be very daunting, and I get that. It is a very hard thing to figure out, but we've kind of gotten the idea of what things are worth and what to ask certain people so we can figure it out. So let me turn around and get you an idea of what we have. This is what we bought today. All of this was $300. That might not seem like a whole lot to get for $300, but what immediately caught our eye was this 500 gigabyte PS3 in the box. With the box and everything, it's worth about $150. That's an okay price. It came with 4 controllers. I don't have them. Oh, yeah, I do have them. 5 controllers. 5 controllers. They're all right there. So that adds a little bit of value. But new in the box, or excuse me, used in the box, about $100 and a quarter, $150 is where we're going to be at on that one. So for $300, there's a good chunk of your money back. This is one of the staples of video gaming altogether. This is an easy to find, easy money game. This game's probably going to go somewhere in the $125 to $150 range. NCAA football, it has to be NCAA, it has to be 14. On Xbox 360 or PS3, both of those games are high dollar games. I've picked this game up for 360 for 50 cents at a yard sale before and sold it for 125. This one should go for 125 to somewhere between 150 right now. So you couple that with this here, and we're already back into the money. The rest of the PS3 games that we got, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot to work with there. He wanted $200 for this guy and the PS3 games, but we asked him. We did the chase after the right price question and said, hey, do you have any more video games? And sure as heck he did. You know, always ask. Always ask if you're looking for something in particular, especially if they ask you if you're after anything, especially at a yard sale. So we asked, hey, do you have any more video games? And lo and behold, he came back with a Nintendo DSi with the box and everything. It's not a big dollar system, but it should fetch probably $60 to $80 is what I think it should go for. Came with all these cases. Should get another 15 to 20 bucks for these. And then the games. All those games. I don't think that there's a ton of money in these games here. We haven't went through and priced them out piece by piece. But these top ones are probably the ones that might be some money here. The rest of them are going to be lower dollar, $5 items that we'll probably bundle with stuff later when we go ahead and to list it. I figure these top two are probably 15 and everything else might be 10 to 15 below it, down to $5 games. These two, though, these are heavy hitters. Pokemon Quest, I think, is going to go for around 80 to 100. Pokemon White 2. This one is probably 125 to 140 complete in box. Sonic Rush, $25 give or take. This is a Kirby game that's going to be, I think, $25 to $30 for just the cartridge. So when you do all this together, you know, 100, 140, we'll put these two together at 250. Call this one with the stack of games. We'll call that, what? 350 with that stack of games. Put this game with it. We're at 450. Call that $600. Everything here, give or take $600. That's probably a very conservative number. $600. We've got 300 cash into it. Not a huge margin maker. Not a huge margin maker. But it does turn volume. And eBay wants you to turn volume. That's the key. So for us, this is a bread and butter type deal. A lot of these games will move quickly. We'll sell probably all these right here in the next week, and we'll have our money back. We'll sit on these for a while, and they will trickle out. Not a big deal. We'll sell the NBA 2Ks all together. We'll sell all the Maddens together as one group lot, and that'll sell, you know, one lot together. And this stuff will trickle out over time. So it helps us with moving volume, and it helps us with getting things out the door so that eBay continues to see us as an active participant on the platform. Well, I wanted to give you guys an update. We did do some listing today, and the video game pickup that I talked about earlier in the video, we got a bunch of that stuff listed. And also we picked up some Monster High Dolls. I don't think I talked about those, but we picked up $70 worth of Monster High Dolls, 13 Monster High Dolls, and here they are, 13 Monster High Dolls, and gave $70 for them. If you don't know about Monster High, you're missing out, because here, 13 dolls with some accessories, and we added a 14th lot of accessories, and total listed there was $415. So not a bad flip on that. The video games over here are the ones that we have listed. You see one of my M&M lots that we use for a radio in here. But this is what all has been listed out of the video games. Still have the console to list and another stack of games here. So far listed out of the video games, we've listed 14 lots for $705. So that brings us to today's total of listings. We are starting a tracker. Total of listings for 28 listings today for a total of $1,120. Our buddy Chris over at Old School Picker does a tracker, and we thought it would be a great idea to keep us accountable on what we were doing day to day. So we did that, and this is what we focused on today. Able to get these games cleaned up and the Monster High Dolls sorted and everything. $370 so far we have listed, $1,120. It's a pretty good margin there. I'd like to see it a little bit higher. We've probably got another $150 to $200 worth of games to list. So total 370 into about 1,300. Not a bad profit there. Okay, so going through, hey buddy, what are you doing in here? My doggo Odin is coming to see me. my other dog. This is my big dog that I can't let outside the gate. Say hi, Odin. That's my big boy. He's my big idiot. He is an AKC paperwork included certified idiot, and I love him so much. He is my big boy. But he's the one that's not allowed to come out into the music barn because it's outside the fence, and when he gets outside the fence, he goes for a run. So, yeah, we don't let him out. He gets to run the yard. We have quite a few acres. We have 6 acres here and about an acre and a half that's completely fenced in right outside the back door, so he can run and play, and he really enjoys it here. But to go through some of the stuff here, I'm going to run down the list. We did sell quite a few more items since I packed this morning, and we accepted a few offers. I do send out offers I try to do it every Sunday night. I usually knock 8% off for the people that have been watching our items, and it seems to be working okay. We usually send out about 100 to 150 offers a week, and we only get 2 or 3 that take. Our issue lately has been that it seems like they don't pay right away, and of course that's super annoying because then your item just sits for 4 days off the shelf waiting for them to pay. So to go down, we sold that StarCraft Nintendo 64 cartridge for $79.99 plus shipping. We got that one with another Nintendo, I think it was a Zelda game, and an expansion pack, an N64 expansion pack. Got those 3 items for $80. So with the sale of this one, we will be able to be in the profit on the next 2 things that sell. We got a set of women's New Balance 580 running shoes and sold those for $19.99. We picked those up at a rummage sale for $1. Great rummage sale locally that supports the animals for our local animal shelter. Lego Indiana Jones 2 for $9.99 plus shipping, and also Sony PlayStation 3 Gran Turismo 5 for $5.99 plus shipping. Those would have been something that we would have bundled together with another video game lot that we got. Usually I identify those as like a $1 item. We usually only offer people $1 for loose games like that. Not loose, but they came complete in box. But lower value games because they're going to sit on for a while before they sell, and then they're not worth a whole lot. So usually we just give $1 for those. We usually assign $1 to those. We sold a PlayStation 4 DualShock back button, new in the box. We got that one in a lot of, they called it man cave filler. It came with a PlayStation 1 and a whole bunch of empty boxes for display and just oddball stuff. There was a PS4 VR carrying case, and it was just a good lot. We got it for $40. We've sold numerous items out of it already and made our money back probably 3 or 4 times over. One of the items that came with it was a PlayStation coffee mug, rather unique. We couldn't find another exact comp of that one, and it sold super quick in like a day or 2 for $29.99. So we've definitely made some money off that lot. This went for $14.99 plus shipping. Sold an Aerosmith record out of the record lot that I got recently. Paid $1 for it, got $14.99 for it. Hi buddy, I know you just can't get enough attention, can you? Some, what is that one? Molten Brown Bush Kalavka. I can't even understand what it is, but it's some body wash, body conditioner, Indian Crest conditioner. We like to buy, one of our local thrift stores has baggies that they hang from hooks, and usually in the baggies they sell those things for $2.99 to $7.99, and we like to go through and find the baggies of goodies and pull stuff out. We sold 3 little 1.7 ounce bottles for $19.99 plus shipping, and I think we paid $2.99 for that baggie. Just kind of neat to be able to look through all of those baggies and figure out what's good. We sold 2 PlayStation 3 consoles, slim consoles only, just the consoles. No power cables, no anything. All they had was a hard drive in them, and we tested those. We ended up getting, oh boy, a whole bunch of consoles. While Angie was up in Cleveland visiting her parents, she was able to find a lot of Xbox 360 and PS3 consoles. I want to say there was like 20 total consoles. It was quite a few total consoles, and she got them all for $150. They said, hey, we think they work, but we're not sure. Someone and a family member had passed away, and they left them behind in a thrift store, and this was they just didn't want to deal with them. So we bought them for 150 bucks. Took the gamble because we figured worst case, if they were worth $15 to $20 a piece for parts, then we could sell them that way. But we were able to sell each of these consoles for $69.99 plus shipping. So 2 consoles, 150 bucks. We're already almost in the profit, and we haven't even tested any of the Xbox 360s yet. I think we've got another PS3 that may work. We've got a whole bunch left to list out of it. We haven't even scratched the surface, really. A 6-piece set, jazz band set of Black Americana Children. This came out of the storage locker. It sold for $19.99. A Tetris Game Boy game for $12.99 plus shipping. Harmonix Guitar Hero Rock Band PlayStation 3 guitar sold for $24.99 plus shipping, and that shipping on that one was not cheap. It was $27.75, so that one was a pretty decent sale. The other PS3 console went to a repeat bidder, so thank you for that if you do watch the channel. Another Xbox 360 Slim. It was a little bundle. We had everything that goes along with it. I think there might have been games. I can't really tell from the picture, but it sold for $119.95 plus shipping. We do like to bundle our video games together like that. Lot of 1977 through 1980 Star Wars, original Star Wars figures. If you can pick these up at yard sales for $1 or $2, find the old ones, especially if they've got the accessories that go along with them. Find the old ones, pick them up for $1 or $2, and throw them in a bin. Hang on to them for a while, and you can make some serious money. I gave the guy, I bought a whole bunch of stuff from him, and not a lot of it's going to be worth money. It was not as much value as I thought originally is going to be there. I bought some miniatures. I bought these Star Wars figures. I can't remember what I originally went up there for. Oh, there's a whole bunch of video games. That's why I went up there. There was a whole bunch of PS3 video games, and gave him $150 for everything. And we've gotten some of the miniatures listed. We've probably listed about $300 or $400 worth of stuff out of his lot, but we were able to sell these 20 Star Wars figures for $149.99 plus shipping. A Vaults Snap and Store CD case for $14.90. This was out of our free locker that we got up in Lebanon, Indiana. So thank you again to that young lady for giving us the free items and us being able to sell those. We sold a lot of Wii game discs only. I think there was probably, it looks like 12 Wii games, just the discs. And this would have been stuff that we picked up at yard sales in group lots, just random stuff. Sold it for $22.91 plus shipping on that one. Just discs only. That's how they went out. We've got the 2 that we accepted offers on. We'll go into those. These weren't pictured this morning. This is stuff that has sold since I took the video this morning. It's now, 9 o'clock at night. I took that video this morning about 10 o'clock, I do believe. We sold a Walt Disney Cartoon Classics new in the package Tailspin VHS tape. Sold that for $27.59. Still waiting on the payment. And we also sold an AT&T cordless phone set. I think we gave the cordless phones, probably gave like $5.99 for these, maybe $3.99 for the cordless phone. They sold for $18.39. And the Walt Disney Cartoon Classics, they were actually in our reseller lot that we got from another reseller that was closing down his business. So those were a cool thing to sell. We sold 2 Ford Explorer Ranger OEM wheel center caps. If you find center caps out, car center caps, man, they can be big money. So if you find them out, I suggest that if you can get them for $1 or $2, grab them up. We bought all 5. I think we bought all 5 for $5. Or excuse me, all 4 for $5. I had 5 on the mind. All 4 for $5. I sold each one for $21.99 plus shipping. So $43.98 on that total sale. And the next thing, the video games. We've already started selling video games. We listed them this afternoon, and we've already started selling them. Mario Kart DS sold for $14.99, and Sonic Rush has sold for $24.99 out of the video games that are right behind me. I picked up a bunch of M&M items as well recently. I worked a deal with a gentleman, and I think I gave him $350 for a whole bunch of stuff. Probably not a good buy. Probably one of my worst buys yet. I really overthought that I was going to do well on miniature clocks, and I kind of screwed up. I paid $350 for the whole lot. I think it's going to stuff will sell. We'll eventually make money off of it, but it's going to take way too long to make the money back, and I don't really like that. I don't mind making a little bit of money as long as it makes the money quick. It's when it takes a long time to make the money back that's when it becomes a problem. This was a M&M cookie jar, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Already started selling Monster High Dolls as well. Showed you those in the lot just a minute ago, and we sold our first Monster High Doll for $29.99. Again, paid $70 for those, and they're already starting to sell. So total, that's our sales, not only for the weekend, but also for today. We'll get those last 5 that have sold boxed up tomorrow morning, get them picked up tomorrow, and have those out. Hopefully they pay for the other 2 items overnight. We'll have a pretty good shipment for the postal lady, our sunshine as we call her, to be picked up tomorrow, and we'll have a pretty good day, to get everything done in the morning. Beyond that, remember to click that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get updates when we do new videos. If you want to know more or have some comments for me, leave a bleep bloop down below, and I'd love to talk to you. As always, we will see you on the next one.